On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
That's crazy.
What? We're in a gynocentric society, and I'm not making a moral or bad argument.
You know what patriarchy means?
That's the truth. Our society in Western society.
Do you know what patriarchy means? Who are the most senators, the most House of Representatives?
Just because they're the most doesn't mean
that's
that
what
there's some kind of inequality is. No, it doesn't. Maybe they're the most qualified. Maybe
wait, hold on.
Yes, King. What did? Yes, please.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm a man, and I'm telling you, we live in a patriarchy.
Yes.
And I say that because what happens is you're saying that those men who are in Senate political offices are more qualified.
Just because
whether you're right or wrong about that, because I'm not saying it's right or wrong, they're still men. Right, and this is why we have issues. This is why we have issues like we have in Texas, where you have men making laws about women's bodies.
Going on, S-Bro. Is it S-Bro?
You honestly, you can call me Shannon.
Okay.
That makes it a whole lot easier. Hello,
right.
How you doing?
You go get this radio voice. Go ahead.
You got a nice voice.
Yeah, Wapo, Kosha, and we got Shannon.
You heard me. It's like I'm kidding. All right. So I'm not gonna lie. So I only saw the last two topics. However, my wife was watching earlier, right? And she said I think it was something about the leadership roles. And she said, I'm not gonna lie, it was buzzwords. I heard K, red pill, and I was like, what did she say? And she couldn't reiterate it, so I wanted to know. I wanted to call in, and I wanted to know what exactly was the statement, or is this sounding familiar?
Yeah, a little bit.
What was it that you just out of curiosity? I want to know like what you had to say and think. Yes.
Okay, so basically, I think what you may be referring to is when I kind of compared feminism and the red pill manosphere situation to very Eurocentric things that are not meant for Black people to follow. We got to come up with our own things that work for us. Like if you're looking as the people, Black men and Black women, some of the lowest earners in the country, we can't subscribe to a thing that says women stay home and men just work. We really need both of us to be doing things and building for the future so that maybe 100 years from now, there can be a different dynamic. So I was speaking on the red pill manosphere feminism as all sides of the same. I know there's three things, but like two sides of the same coin. Because they're definitely catering to Eurocentric standards. And I think a lot of us as Black people just want to subscribe to a lot of things because it sounds good, it looks good, whatever, without really thinking of it and thinking about the future and what that will bring if we subscribe to those things that are not for us and were not created with our best interests in mind. So yeah, that's why I brought that up.
Okay. You made some good point. There were certain things that you said just now, like saying like, like the manosphere, red pill stuff, which I would say red pill and manosphere are two different things.
Well, but they were both created by white men.
So what?
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, electricity was created by a white man. You know,
are you really creating electricity? I mean, are you really?
What I'm saying is
electricity.
Let me.
And are you saying white people created electricity? Wait,
that's not the main point. I let you, I asked the question, you explained to me. So now
you said electricity.
Hold on, okay. I think you're trying to talk.
No, because we can't say electricity was created by white people.
Okay, but I still think we got to guess. Come on.
But electricity is a naturally occurring thing, and we can't attribute that to white people. But okay, go ahead.
Okay, the light bulb. Like either way, like the example that I use, like you see what I'm saying? Like, and get this, that's not the main point that I'm like making. What I'm saying is like red, like that doesn't like what. Get this, what red pill is supposed to be And I'm not gonna lie, I got like red pilled from the red pill like just a few weeks ago. Like even watching this is like kind of new to me. The Fresh and Fit thing happened. I snapped out of a funk. I started watching After Hours, and then I got onto this. So like my whole like I'm like red pilled from the red pill. However, it's a lot of good points, and the manosphere or whatever. Like I could see what you mean by like it being the opposite side of like kind of like feminism. Because like, you know, a lot of people, like I've heard people be like, oh, well, Kevin Samuels, that's Oprah for men, you know. But the reason why it's so polarizing, the reason why it's such a big deal is because nothing like it has existed before. And the points, the big surface level points that they're making, get this, like that's women in like hypergamy. That's not a race thing. That's not a race thing. Men being like shit on in like America, in like the US, that's not a race thing. Men in general, yes, white men are the big bad boogie white man. Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, but what really like men in general are like suffering, and like black men, like we have our own. There, it is a little different. However, I don't fully ascribe or subscribe to the like, oh, we're done and blah blah blah, like because there really isn't, like it's not like how it was, and we're actually doing worse now than like right after slavery.
So in a patriarchal society.
Thank you.
Oh, Christ. Here we go. I'm sorry.
Please tell me, and I'm not talking about black men, and this is why I don't think black people should subscribe to these things, because we got a whole different situation.
Subscribe to what? Human stuff?
No, subscribe to these white things like, oh, men are suffering. What? Black men and white men are in completely different situations in America.
Different stuff happens, but the big points that the manosphere, like what you specifically brought up, like are talking about, like guys in general. Like I mean, the black manosphere is like separate. It is its own thing.
Shannon,
shout out O'Shea. No,
Shannon.
Yes, miss.
You said men are suffering in a patriarchal.
Maybe I was a little dramatic, but get this: we don't live in a patriarchy anymore.
You don't mean that.
But we're not in a patriarchy anymore. There maybe was a point in time
Black people
when
aren't,
you could have used that as we're not. No, we're not in a patriarchy anymore.
That's crazy.
What?
We're in a gynocentric society, and I'm
not
literally
in a patriarchy. You know what patriarchy means?
That's the truth. Our society in Western society.
Do you know what patriarchy means? Who are the most senators, the most House of Representatives?
Just because they're the most doesn't mean that's what patriarchy inequality is. No, it doesn't. Maybe they're the most qualified. Maybe.
Wait. Hold on.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm a man, and I'm telling you, we live in a patriarchy.
Yes.
And I say that because what happens is you're saying that those men who are in political offices are more qualified.
Just because
whether you're right or wrong about that, because I'm not saying it's right or wrong, they're still men, right? And this is why we have issues. This is why we have issues like we have in Texas, where you have men making laws about women's bodies.